Hey everybody, Brandon here, and I'm back with another action figure review from Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, the action figures. In front of us, we have something pretty exciting. It's the first figure from Wave 2 for the Batman vs. Superman action figures from the kids line. It's Heat Shield Batman. If we take a look at the packaging, we see some artwork of Henry Cavill as Superman and Ben Affleck as Batman. Our standard logo and a really cool, kind of for me, Batman Beyond reminiscent costume of Batfleck. We have a shield. Um, kind of looks like it might be made of a see-through translucent plastic. We'll see. Looks pretty cool to me. If we take a look at the back of the packaging, it says thermal shield included. It looks a little more translucent, that shield on the back. And if we look at our other figures for Wave 2, I am extremely excited. We have Heat Vision Superman. He looks amazing. And the sculpt on the cape even looks cool. It looks like it's plastic. So I am super excited. We also have Energy Shield Superman. Looks like he's holding kryptonite blades or something. And we have Night Glider Batman, who also looks like a really cool figure. I am really excited for the second wave for these figures. The only one I was able to find was this Batman, however, and that was at Walmart. Picked this figure up for about $10. But I'm excited because this means that we are getting a lot more figures for the movie and different variations for what they're going to look like and what their costumes are going to be. That's kind of why I chose to start collecting this kids line. I knew we'd get all these different variations, and I'm definitely excited for it. I really like the Kenner figures from Batman the Animated Series, so I like collecting all the different variations and getting something a little different, a little odd looking costume like this reminds me of the good old days. So I'm really excited for Wave 2 and for the rest of these figures. Alright, now that we've seen what he looks like in the box, let's check him out outside of the packaging. Alright, now that we have our figure outside of the packaging, let's take a closer look. So, just having this figure in hand, he's really cool. I don't know if it's the color combination or what, but he looks like a pretty awesome figure. If we take a look at the cowl, it's a little better. Some of the figures I reviewed in the past, there would be run underneath the cowl, but I think they did a better job this time. Let's see, okay. On my figure, there is a small cut, I don't know if you can see that, right there on the bat, which probably shouldn't be there. But in the film, his bat's all cut up on his suit, so, you know, roll with the punches. That's still a pretty cool figure. Gauntlets look pretty cool. I can appreciate a little black lining, or at least it looks like maybe they tried inside the gloves. Lines right there, you can see that. The belt looks cool. Really reminds me of Batman Beyond with the red in the middle. Legs look cool. This whole figure reminds me of another figure I reviewed in the past. I'll grab him in a second. Oh, sculpt looks really cool back there on the back. It's pretty cool. And we got some peg holes. I can appreciate too that the cape is kind of cut up. Not your You know, normal style Batman cape. These capes are rubber, by the way, all of them are. Alright, now for that other Batman I was talking about. I've got him right here. And I'll grab the regular Batman too. So, if we take a look at what Mattel did here, to me, it looks like we've got the same head sculpt from our original Batman, just replaced on our new Batman. And we have the body sculpt from our Kryptonite Gauntlet Batman, just reused. But just giving it entirely new paint almost makes it look like a completely different figure. But the sculpts are the same. The legs are the same, belts are the same. I thought the gauntlet thing would be, exclusive just to this Batman, making the gloves all big, but apparently not. So, same figure. Makes me wonder though if we're gonna get another Batman like this with this different head sculpt and the white eyes on another figure later. So, but it still looks really cool, even though it's the same figure redone. Mattel did that a ton of times with the Justice League Unlimited figures. And they still made it work, so paint really does matter. Okay, alright. So if we take a look at the articulation, we've got movement at the neck, movement at the shoulder, movement at the elbow, back and forth and side to side. I just noticed a little run, a little extra paint. Maybe my Batman got lucky. Maybe that's blood. Don't know. No waist articulation. None of these figures have waist articulation. We've got movement at the hip and at the knee. Alright. Pretty cool looking Batman figure for the most part. And now if we take a look at his accessory, we get this shield. It's kind of translucent, kind of not. I think it was more translucent on the back of the packaging. This is just kind of a light plastic. If we look at the shield, it's kind of like Shield Clash Superman if you've seen one of my other reviews. And it just goes on Batman's gauntlet, I guess, or his glove. For me, I thought this was a little more difficult than some of the other accessories, because if I try to place the shield like this, it doesn't go. I've got to place it on his side like this and press it in, and then it goes. But it looks kind of weird like that. I guess you don't notice if he's just, looking like Captain America, I guess, just holding it. I did think, however, that maybe this figure is meant to go with that Heat Vision Superman that we saw on the back of the package earlier, because this is Heat Shield Superman, or at least that's what it says on the box. Perhaps this is the shield that Batman will use when he faces off against Superman when he uses his Heat Vision. Could be, or maybe that's just, for the toys. So, nice little gimmick. Have him fight Superman or something. Right? Batman versus Superman. All in all, it's a pretty cool figure. I'm really excited for some of those other figures that we're going to get in this line. And excited for the future of Dawn of Justice. So if we do a quick size comparison, compared with a few of the other figures from this line, they all stand roughly about the same height, all marked at about 6 inches or so. So fits in pretty well with some of the regular basic figures. To give you an idea with a couple other figures I have, we have the Armored Superman figure, another one of my favorites from this line. And we have a DC Universe Classics Blue Lantern Flash. Um, Flash is a 6-inch figure as well, but these movie figures are marked at 6 inches. Um, but I guess that's just the way the dice rolls. The movie figures are a little bit smaller. So, alright. Now if we take a look at a Marvel Legends Spider-Man and a Movie Masters Christian Bale Batman, um, looks a little bit better. I'm thinking Christian Bale works better with Batfleck. A little more better in scale. I noticed that the Movie Masters figures do fit in a lot better with the new movie figures from the kids line, size-wise. Spider-Man looks like he works out a little better too, but maybe that's just because he's Spider-Man. He's a little shorter for Marvel Legends. Okay, and now if we compare him with a Marvel Select Deadpool and Aquaman from the same line, Aquaman works a little better, but Deadpool is taller. Side note, not that I'm a major Marvel fan or anything, but Deadpool was a super good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should. Alright, well, all in all, I'm excited. Super, super excited for any other really awesome figures and variants that we're going to get with this line. I'm excited to see what else the new toy line will bring us. These figures work well for me with my playsets, with my collection, with my Batmobiles. Still got to get that new Batmobile. There is one out for these figures. Um, Still haven't found the Wonder Woman figure from this line, so I'll be on the lookout for that too. Um, Share your findings with me in the comments below. If you have found this Batman figure, if you have found that Heat Blast Superman figure, or whatever, let me know. I'm exploring all the new stuff and finding these figures as we go, as the movie comes out. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'll bring you updates as I can with whatever new figures are coming out, whatever I find. Um, Please let me know what you think in the comments section below. If there is some other figure or whatever it is that you think I should review, I'm open to doing so. Thanks for all the feedback and the views on my previous videos. I really, really do appreciate the support. Thank you all for watching. Once again, this is Brandon, and I'm signing off. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you do.